You will find the written recipe and more recipes on my page on Facebook. Please don't forget to check the description box below the video for the links. You can also find me on any of the social media applications listed here. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you like the video. Thank you. To make this very delicious Hyderabadi chicken biryani for the bouquet garnier that you're going to place in the Muslim cloth, you will need 3 black cardamoms. If they're not available, you can leave them out. 6 green cardamoms, 6 whole cloves, 6 black peppercorns, and 2 bay leaves, and also 1 cinnamon stick. For the rice, you will need 1 teaspoon of caraway seeds. If they're not available, you can leave them out. Salt to taste, 2 tablespoons of oil, and 5 cups of water, and 2 cups of good quality basmati rice. For the chicken, you will need 1 chicken that's about 800 grams, preferably on the bone, but here I use deboned chicken breasts, or you can also use thighs. 2 tablespoons of ginger garlic paste, 1 tablespoon of red chili powder, or you can use half a tablespoon of red chili powder and half a tablespoon of red paprika if you don't want it too hot. Salt to taste, 1 cup of yogurt, 1 teaspoon of garam masala powder, and I'll show you how to prepare that. I will leave you the link in the description box below the video. 1 teaspoon of green cardamom powder, 1 cup of fried onions, 4 tablespoons of melted ghee or oil, 2 tablespoons of freshly chopped coriander leaves, 10 to 12 fresh mint leaves. If they're not available, you can use dry mint, 2 broken green chili peppers, 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, and 1 tablespoon of lime juice. Prepare these ingredients and set them aside to sprinkle in between the layers, and they are as follows: 1 tablespoon of coriander leaves, 8 to 10 fresh mint leaves. If you don't have fresh mint leaves, you can use dry mint, 2 tablespoons of fried onions, 1/4 teaspoon of garam masala powder, 1 teaspoon of green cardamom powder, 3 tablespoons of oil, and a few strands of saffron soaked in 1/4 cup of water to be added onto the final and last top layer only. You should of course use chicken on the bone when making chicken biryani, but I'm not a big fan of chicken on the bone, so I'm using chicken breasts. You can also use chicken thighs if you like. Clean them very well, then cube them as shown. I'll cut the pieces into cubes so they're like easier to eat with the rice, with a spoon, or with your hands, however you like to eat them. To the cut pieces of chicken, add turmeric, cardamom powder, garam masala powder, and I'll leave the link to how to prepare the garam masala powder below the video. I'll add lime juice and dry mint. It is preferable to use fresh mint, but I didn't have that on hand at the time, so I have used dry mint. Add the ginger garlic paste. Add 2 sliced green chili peppers with their seeds and everything. Add the chili powder, or half chili and half paprika. Add the fried onion, add the oil, add the yogurt, add the fresh coriander, add some salt, mix everything well together. Okay, cover it well and leave it in the refrigerator for 30 minutes, or you can leave it overnight for a better flavor. Now we are going to make our bouquet garnier. Now add some whole spices into some pieces of Muslim cloth or a cheesecloth. Here I have them ready-made, so I'll put the spices in them right away. And this makes it easier for you to extract the spices from the rice. They are just there to flavor the rice a little bit. Add the bouquet garnier to the water. Adjust the heat to medium. Add the oil. This helps the rice grains not stick to each other. Add some salt. And then add the soaked and washed rice. I've soaked it for 20 minutes in water and salt. And boil it for only 5 minutes or less, depending on the rice you're using. We just want it to be half cooked so that it continues cooking with the chicken and the biryani spices and everything. Remove the bouquet garnier after 5 minutes and discard. We don't need it anymore. Reserve 1/4 cup of the rice's boiling water. Add a few strands of saffron to it. Set it aside and let it infuse until we need it. Drain the rice from the boiling water and set it aside. Now let's prepare the sprinkle that we are going to be using in between the layers of the biryani. I'm going to use cardamom powder, garam masala powder, some salt, dry mint because I don't have fresh mint, freshly chopped coriander, and finally fried onions. You will need a heavy bottomed pot to cook the biryani so that the chicken doesn't burn. If you don't have a heavy bottomed pot, use a heat diffuser just like this to help distribute the heat evenly and not burn the chicken. Now place the chicken pieces with the marinade on the bottom of the pot. Make sure that each chicken piece is touching the bottom of the pot so that it evenly cooks. Okay, this is what it looks like. Now add the rice, divide it into two and add it. I wanted to just show you the grain of rice. It's not fully cooked and this is exactly what we want. Now place 1/2 of the rice on top of the chicken. Sprinkle the cardamom powder. Then sprinkle the garam masala powder. Add the dry mint, or fresh of course. Add some salt. Add the fresh coriander. Then add the fried onions. Just like so. Add the second half of rice, then repeat and sprinkle again with the cardamom, garam masala, some salt, the dry mint, coriander, and the fried onions. But this is the final layer, so I'm going to add some oil. And I'm going to add the saffron water. Some people use milk instead of water, and that's up to you. Add the saffron water with a spoon in a crisscross shape. Don't add it in one spot only. This makes sure that the rice has this lovely saffron flavor, and also it gives it a nice lovely color with one grain that's white and the other that's yellow. It looks authentic and lovely, but it's totally optional if you don't want to use it or if you don't like saffron or have it. We will now cook the rice on medium heat. I'll put the heat diffuser because my heat is very, very high despite me having a heavy bottomed pot. And then now I'm going to cover the pot tightly with 2 layers of aluminum foil. The real Hyderabadi biryani is made with a piece of dough made of water, flour and salt mixed together, and they seal the pot with the dough so that the steam gets trapped inside of the pot and it cooks everything inside of the pot. I don't prefer to do it. It's a bit messy and you end up throwing the dough either way, so I prefer using the aluminum foil, but that's totally up to you. And then I cover it properly with its lid as shown, and I leave it for 20 to 25 minutes to cook in its steam, and we'll check it after it cooks. The 25 minutes have passed. I will now open the lid and check. Oh, look at the steam there. Now I'll open the aluminum foil and I'll open it and check if the rice grains are cooked or not. And I will check just a little piece of chicken and check if it's cooked or not. If not, then return the aluminum foil and the lid and cook for a further 5 minutes, then check again. Don't leave it unattended. It's cooked, so mix everything well together. It's delicious. It smells amazing. Enjoy, and I hope you give this recipe a try. It's one of the most delicious recipes I've eaten when I visited my beloved India. I hope you give it a try, and thank you for watching.